in a like long range poke trade scenario, Gani. Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I don't like that Eudora pick for the side of Onic. It's somehow for Onic to play in the early. We will see. Will it fall through? Because position-wise, honestly, I'm leaning towards RRQ right here, right now, as we jump into the land of dawn between RRQ Hoshi and as well as Onic Esports. Will RRQ clean sweep this series with a 2-0 lead, or will Onic force a game 3? Atherna, I want to hear your thoughts regarding the composition.
I think in terms of composition, both teams are fairly balanced. We have Onic as well as RRQ with their current composition, but I think the early aggression will go to the hands of Onic Esports just because of that Eudora and Jawhead combo. But we're just gonna have to see if it will come into fruition in the early game. Right now here, Gani.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
if they didn't commit in the early game, it will be such a waste looking at the composition. Right now, the Keyboy already forces to use that flicker early because the rotations from RRQ was just too aggressive, and he just does not want to deal with that as of right now. And Keyboy already wasting a flicker. Not wasting though, the burns a flicker in the first minute here, Atherna.
Yes, and it seems like in the first minute here, Xin is going a little aggressive onto CW, as CW will be losing that lane. And look at how Xin is preventing him from farming his own jungles, but CW will be first blood for RRQ Hoshi, and that is first point on RRQ Hoshi. But R7 here being able to clear the way faster than Lapu Lapu will be able to put a lot of pressure on him, as well as it will be a wave cut for R7, but Keyboy is in the midst, but just a fraction too late, Gani.
A fraction too late indeed, and 10 seconds on the timer for that turtle right now. Vin and Albert is ready to take on Keyboy right now. Not move anything. Taking in the hands of Popol and Koopa right now. RRQ already claiming 2 very, very early kills, and of course they look for more objectives in this first turtle. And Onic Esports, they seem lost with this early game potential here, Atherna.
Yes, and it seems like Xin there in the top side is getting a lot of pressure from Thamus. But here in the lane, oh my god, okay, Cloak Shadow has been popped, and Sans will be able to get out of that sticky situation for now. For the airstrike just to zone out CW. But on the flip side, Xin comes in with the volley Star Moon, so clutch. And CW will be forced to die a second time, as R7 will be there at the backside, going to zone Onic away, and that will be 3 pickoffs for RRQ Hoshi right now, Gani.
Almost 2k gold lead for the side of RRQ as we enter minute number 3. Arashi, tell me, what can you see regarding the situation right now?
I think the Papa and Koopa pick has been very useful thus far, denying Keyboy the aggression, as well as denying the ejector, because it hits Koopa instead of any key targets. And now, with that denial, it kind of nullifies the engage potential from Onic, and so they can be as aggressive as they want. And with their playstyle that takes control over the map, over the bushes, and setting up traps for Onic here, they can actually get an advantage even without getting any strong, fast engage on their own composition. And now Onic is kind of struggling because even if they don't fight, the poke lore is coming out, and the Feather Airstrike is going to be quite the nuisance for that team, Eterna.
Yes, and it really shows here as RRQ and Hoshi are able to trade it out. Sans going in, will not be able to take anything as Feather Airstrike has been popped, but Clay will be forced to retreat. Vin is the next target. Unfortunately, it will be too much, and Vin goes down next. Keyboy, the next target, also taken down, and that will be 2 for 1 for RRQ Hoshi. Gani.
Yeah, 2 for 1 as well as RRQ claiming the turtles, so it just favors them once again as we entered minute number 4. 2k gold lead already for economy-wise here for the side of RRQ. And Onic Esports with Eudora, Jawhead, as well as Hayabusa in their composition. This is not the game plan that Mars basically drew in the drawing board right now. We can see here already aggressive movements in, as well as Vin pressuring CW. Will he survive this one, as Albert is there to basically give more damage? He gets stunned right now. Sans trying to help his teammate, could not manage because CW will go down for the third time. Keyboy next target. Be careful. Forces to use the flicker just to be safe, and Albert without fruition right now, though. Keyboy still surviving, but R7 flanking from the other side, claiming double kill on towards Keyboy, and as well as Eudora, as Sans in the midst of 4 members will fall as well. 4 members are down for the side of Onic Esports Eterna.
Yes, and that will be a 1-for-3 trade, again favorable to the side of RRQ Hoshi, as it is just gonna be RRQ Hoshi sort of dominating all across the board in the bottom and the top side, as well in the team fights, as CW will be trying to clear as of right now, but this will be pushing RRQ Hoshi to a 3k gold lead, as Turtle will spawn in under 20 seconds, Gunny.
Yes, Turtle will spawn, and RRQ is just happy with the current situation. And of course, look at the items here. Arashi already. Roger so aggressive, already claiming that Windtalker. Meanwhile, Sans only War Axe here at Arashi.
Yeah, the way they like it, they like the fights to go longer periods of time, and so the Brute Rush Breastplate from R7 is gonna, help him out in these fights going into that backline. But the Enchanted Talisman already on the hands of Sin, as well as the Calamity Reaver now, will provide him with a lot of damage in the next fights, provided that there are other targets like R7, like Albert, that needs to be focused down before him, so he can stay in the front and do a lot of damage. Eterna.
Oh my god, but Keyboy is the one to go down first, as the CC coming in from this Popol and Koopa is just too much for him to make a play. So this is rather different to game number 1, and this is what Arashi predicted earlier, as the potential and the pickoffs coming from Onic Esports is really hindered by the presence coming in from Vin, and that will be a turtle, a second turtle for RRQ Hoshi as they look to pressure the top lane run.
Indeed, right now though, bot side, Hayabusa as well as Lapu Lapu trying to pressure Zin, but Zin is still so sustainable. Bravest Fighter has been popped, but again, Zin, will he manage to clear the wave? I don't think so. Oh, there you go, Falling Star Moon has been connected on towards just to clear the wave, but the turret will be secured in the hands of Onic. Right now, Drian already giving backup, and there you go, the shutdown will be claimed for Drian on towards Zin, as R7 trying to find compensation, trying to just basically give out information as well as vision for his teammates as of right now. 4k gold lead, but CW already moving aggressively on towards R7. Will R7 respond? But I think R7 will just play it safe, knowing that the rotation or backup will come for the side of RRQ here, Eterna.
Yes, great rotations coming from Onic Esports, as they were able to get a pickoff as well as a turret. But it seems like here something will be brewing in the midst of it all, as Keyboy is opening up some vision, for the airstrike has been opened up just to clear that wave. And Keyboy looks like he might be going in for a play, but will not commit just yet. So both teams are playing it a bit cautiously now in minute number 8 here, Gunny.
Yes,
Oh
indeed.
my
Shadow kill
God,
on towards
but
Zin. This will
outside.
definitely, will it definitely kill, put a kill on towards Zin, as Zin is not to sustain because CW will join in the fight. And there you go, Falling Star Moon has connected, but will not make him sustain more, as RRQ trying to find compensation. Outside, Boots comes in with the Bravest Fighter, and Clay using the Wings by Wings just to escape, as Vin will be the next target, but R7 finds cover, gives cover for his teammates. Right now though, Keyboy trying to eject somebody, but did not manage to do so. I must say here, Keyboy is not having a fun time dealing with 3 Purifies on the opposing end here. Then as Onic trying to give pressure on towards this mid turret here.
Yeah, and they're closing the gap really, really well, as Onic Esports is coming up, and it's only a 1k gold difference as of right now. And with the space, it seems like Onic Esports will be looking to take this turn. But oh my god, Vin gets caught in a bad situation as he will be the next target, but unfortunately it will be Keyboy as well, as Vin going down, and Hayabusa here doing the best as he can. And will be able to take a point off the board. But what is going on there with Boots, as he was not able to land a single skill there onto Clay, and Clay will be able to escape for now. But oh my god, unfortunately Clay does go down with the help of Drian, as Drian will be the next target here, as Zin also comes in from the backside, as CW is the next target with Clay and Albert in the midst of it all. But Boots with the Bravest Fighter will be able to connect onto Zin, but Sin will be able to get away for now, as Keyboy seems to be looking for a re-engage onto Sin, and 4 versus 1 situation. He will go down quite clearly, as R7 will be trying to do what he can, going to the backside, trying to take CW down, and that is a shutdown, as well as Albert taking another point for RRQ Hoshi, and that is just RRQ Hoshi outplaying Onic Esports, Gunny.
the timing. Albert comes in and of course claiming the kill on towards Sans right now. Feather Airstrike has been popped. 2 zone boots away as they look to claim the mid turret. Will they succeed? That is the question, of course. Not. I think Keyboy will manage to basically defend, but I think they need to be careful because Drian is there to basically find compensation here. As again they look to change their focus on towards bot side here. Aterna.
Yes, that seems like the case as Vin and Clay are waiting for a proper time to get in, but for the airstrike has been popped, trying to take it away from Sans. But Sans will be able to secure that blue buff for now as there is backup coming in from Albert as well. But will not connect onto anyone per se, but Drian going with the plays onto Vin. Unfortunately, will not be able to take him down, and that is damage taken in for Drian as well, as R7 was the next target, but will be able to get out of that situation as of right now. But as you can see here, Keyboy trying to open in the map, but Clay indicating that he knows that positioning. And it seems like Onic Esports will be rotating towards that top side, knowing that R7 is caught in a bad situation here. CW trying to pick him off, but will not be able to get his hands on him just yet, Gunny.
Yes, indeed. Well, entering minute number 11 here, Arashi, I want to hear your thoughts, but I think RRQ is already setting some things up right now. Keyboy is the target, but look at that. Look at Boots in the backside opening. Bravest fighter. Will he take someone down as Vin will be the one who goes down first? He is still so strong, but R7 gets bursted down with that Eudora. Still manages to survive, but Unstoppable, of course, did not connect. Boots gets traded back, though. Right now, it's 1-for-1, but it's still in favor towards Onic Esports because 2 members from the side of RRQ needs to recall right here, right now. Again, Arashi, I want to ask, what's the current situation here? What can you tell?
Well, clearly, once the laning stage is over, there's a lot more random possibilities for where people will be at, and that seems to be an issue that Vin has to deal with, because now he has to actually walk into these bushes, and he, unlike on a Kufra, he can't actually engage, or at least like preemptively engage towards these bushes. But now I think that Keyboy is going to go for another pick, and he's getting stunned, Goni.
Yes, indeed. As look, they're at their re-engage right now. Keyboard gets so low, and he will go down most definitely. Right now, Shadow Kill though. Shadow Kill will claim a kill on towards Albert, but Sans could escape this one as he opens up and pop a quad shadow, but it is too late. He will go down right now. R7 gets shutted down in the hands of Lapu Lapu, but it is a 2-for-2, an equal trade, I must say, for both teams right here, Hannah.
Yes, an equal trade as both teams will not be able to get this enhanced lord just yet. So both Albert and Sans, both the junglers from both teams, were taken down in that previous team fight. And I'd like to highlight the initiation coming in from Boots. He was able to zone Albert away for so long and even take him down as a response. But yes, the members are up now, and it will seem like a trade here brewing in the enhanced lord, Gani.
Yes, indeed. Both teams look to set up, looks to find an opening for an effective team fight for their teams. Right now, though, Clay's positioning has been outstanding, only gets taken down once. And of course, with the help of that Purify, really could secure, and of course, could really secure his safety here on towards perhaps Keyboy or even Drian, who could basically stun him up. But right now, RRQ already so aggressive, already chunking that Lord to half HP, but looks to reset, knowing that the rotations from Onic is already heading towards him. Right now, though, Keyboy will be the next target from Sin. Right now, Sin needs to back off, but Feather Airstrike just to zone Onyx members away as they refocus again towards this Lord Eterna.
Yes, it seems like they are refocusing as Zin is going in for a very aggressive play onto the members of Onic. His Boots gets chunked to half health, and that is not a good sign as he will be forced to retreat as of right now. The pressure is on Onic Esports right now that they will be able to get a turret in the midst of it all, and being the dominant presence here from RRQ Hoshi will be able to get this first enhanced lord, and that is RRQ Hoshi picking up the pace once again. But Zin, look at Zin, his really aggressive plays to zone the players of Onic Esports away has proven to have a really good impact there, Gani.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And of course, Keyboy needs to back off because with the stat 0.65, it's hard. But I don't blame him because, all right, to be fair, 3 purifies on opposing end is not a good time here, especially you're a Dawhead and as well as Popwell and Koopa is on the other team. But we will see here, Rashi, with this Lord push. What can Onic do? What can RRQ do as they look to defend here from the Onic as the Lord? So they really need to be aware on the current situation right now. Top side already charged with this airstrike just to zone out players. Right now, Zans gets so low, but right now RRQ is still deficit. Oh, never mind. Falling Star Moons connects on towards 2 people, but the ejector will definitely take him down. Of course, right now they refocus and towards the mid, but Shadow Kill on towards Slate. Boots with this Lapu Lapu will manage to claim a kill on towards Farsa. Albert next target, alley-oop. There you go, Gian will basically kill off Albert. 3 members are down for the side of RRQ as Onic Esports looks to bounce back here at Herna.
Yeah, what happened as it was a 3-4-0 trade there, and Onic Esports, with the time that they have, will be able to push it towards that base. And the question stands, will R7 as well as Vin be able to protect their base from this, as it seems like there will be a lot of pressure coming in from Onic Esports here. Vin doing all that he can, and Boots trying to make a play but will not be able to connect as of right now, and that is a bullet dodge for RRQ Hoshi, because if that was like 15, okay, this is 15 minutes in, let's say it was a 19 minutes in, that would have just been a wipeout for Onic Esports and being able to push straight through Gani.
Yeah, I agree. And both teams resetting as of this point because 2 minutes, in the next 2 minutes, the Lord will spawn. But both teams need to be careful. And I want to ask Arashi, what could Onic do, or even what are you expecting RRQ needs to be going for here as items is up here, Arashi?
Yeah, as far as the item goes, I feel like, again, this is already at 15 minutes above, so it's gonna be a bit difficult. I think RQ has the advantage once they have control, and they're going for Sans here, but he is gonna be able to escape. But, as I was mentioning, when they have an objective on the map, like the Lord, and they can control, or they can go for, engages here. But, okay, fight's breaking out, Eterna.
Yes, the fight is breaking out as Keyboy was likely to look for an opening onto Albert, but was blocked by a member of his teammates. So well played from the side of RQ Hoshi, being able to dodge that bullet. But R7 here, meanwhile, is going a little aggressive onto Sans. But look at the damage outcome from Vin. But unfortunately, it will be Drian that gets chunked really low, and he will be forced to retreat. There is following Star Moon to the backside and will be able to do some kind of damage here. But Sans will be able to compensate for that with his shadow kill. And it is Keyboy getting really, really low as Sans is looking to claim a next victim here onto Albert. And Albert will have to go down instead. And this is not a good sign for RQ Hoshi at all, as R7 is the next target. Will he be able to escape with Sans going in really, really aggressively onto him? But with the discipline coming in from Sans as of right now, we'll just use that option to take that minion wave out, Gani.
And there you go. It claims a kill 1-for-1 right now, though. Boots being the frontliner, R7, will he defend this one as they manage to clear the wave? So no inhibitors will go down for the side of RRQ. But Onic, again, what a play there from Gian. So aggressive final blow just to, again, clear the wave outside. But a feather airstrike almost. There you go. Clay gets taken down. Mega kill for Tamus right now. They look for more. R7 will need to back off, but Onic, they are disciplined enough to right now to focus themselves to claim the Lord right here, right now, Adrena.
Yes, and this isn't looking good for RQ Hoshi at all, as they just lost 2 team fights in a row, and Onic Esports, knowing their position, knowing their winning conditions, will be able to take this next enhanced Lord. And look at the real-time win probability presents you by the Samsung Galaxy A series. Look at that shift. It was previously dominated by RQ Hoshi, but look at it slowly decline, as it is a 70% win probability for Onic Esports, Arashi.
Yeah, and with that advantage they had in the fight, they just kept pressuring and they were able to secure Clay not being up for a bit longer. And now the decisive push with the Lord. We'll see if they can make enough of a play to actually end the game off this. But with the high ground defense coming in from Clay, as well as the late game area damage coming from Sin, we'll have to see if that will be the case. But here is the play, Goni. Oh!
Yes, indeed. Sans forces you to use the quad shadow, though falling storm connects onto 2. Right, CW needs to be careful as CW will not survive. But Sans actually was there in the midst of it all, and he will go down. 2 members from the side of Onic will go down as Boots, Drian, as well as Keyboy just
Yikes.
retreats, fall back immediately because RRQ managed to defend their base very, very well, Eterna.
Very well turnaround coming in from RRQ Hoshi, being able to take a lot of members from Onic Esports off the board. But unfortunately, it will be the minions in the base of RRQ Hoshi, and unfortunately will not be able to end as of right now, as R7 will be looking for some compensation in that regard and trying to pressure that top lane. But yes, it will be, I think, enough time for Onic Esports to recuperate from that previous loss in that previous team fight, as RRQ Hoshi is looking towards pressuring them once again, Goni.
Yes, indeed. Look at the movements from R7.
Ooh.
Red team base turret has been destroyed.
Yes, look at the movement as RRQ Hoshi will be forced to retreat as of right now, but their airstrike has been opened up. As Onic Esports will be able to defend this one as of right now, and it seems like RRQ Hoshi will be putting their buckets onto the jungles of Onic Esports, trying to take them out, trying to prevent the gold cap from decreasing any further right now, Gani.
Ooh, well,
Hey guys, hello,
I mean-
hello.
there you go.
Rashi, any thoughts?
Oh, we have a replay from Samsung Galaxy, and we see Sans getting very low in the beginning of this fight already, and they're all crowding up for the area damage from the side of RRQ to be able to just melt down the members of Onic, and they just went a bit too aggressive. And with that movement speed, the mobility coming in from multiple people on the side of RRQ, they were just able to secure two members, Sans and CW, and those are 50-second death timers that I think RRQ Hoshi used really well, and they're going for another play here, Eterna.
Yes, the CW is the recipient of that, as he will be taken quite low and will be getting off the board, as it will be Keyboy trying to do what he can, and CW will go down first, and Keyboy is the next target, as well as Sans. Sans gets chucked quite low, but unfortunately it will be Keyboy getting the brunt of the stick, as he will go down next. Boots, the next target. Zin going in really, really strongly onto Boots. They really, really want him to be taken down, but unfortunately he is a very, very sustainable hero and will be able to get out of the situation. But look at the Sans. He barely escapes with his life as the Winter Treasure comes into clutch onto Drian, but Drian unfortunately will be picked off as well. And this is three people, sorry, off the board for the side of Onic Esports. RRQ Hoshi
there's a
is
big
setting
wave.
the tempo
Okay.
onto them. Back again, but yes, there is a big wave. It turns out that R7 was quick to respond to that, and unfortunately for them, R7 was there in that vicinity to take that down. But yes, with that in mind, RRQ Hoshi will not be able to push this yet, Arashi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Go ahead, Gani.
Yeah, again, we can see here RRQ already trying to give pressure on towards 2 members of Onic Esports. But then again, I'm quite surprised that they are still very playing this quite safely. They do not want to gamble more things here. Of course, all members are up, but look at the shadow kill melting Esmeralda's HP down. As it will be a solo kill on towards Esmeralda, on towards Zin. Right now, we can see her feather airstrike just to zone Onic members away, and RRQ Hoshi being only 1 member down, will they force a team fight as CW looks for the next target. Vengeance has been found. Look at Boots comes into play, and even though CW goes down, the stun on towards Albert claims the kill for Boots. Right now, 2 members are down for the side of Alter Ego, also for the side of RRQ, but Onic Esports will refocus themselves on towards this Lord here at Terna.
Yes, and I don't think this will be a good thing to overcommit towards, because if they blunder here, it might be Onic Esports just taking the dub, as it seems like Winter Treasure does come into clutch on the side of Clay, and Sans will not be able to take it. But Boots goes in for the re-engage with that Bravest Fighter. But the red strike has been popped up as well, but look at that flicker onto that Farsa, as Farsa will not be able to do anything as of right now. Clay will be going down as Mid is the next target. But yes,
And
oh
Boots
my god,
lives.
another favorable trade for the side of Onic Esports, and Boots lives with a sliver of HP, Gani.
Boots is just crazy. Take a look at the stats, alright? He only gets taken down once, claiming a 5 kill, and of course 10 assists. And this guy is the one to watch, as Onic Esports is just basically back in the game with this Lord push here, Arashi. Do you think that our RRQ could manage with 0 inhibitors basically could they defend this Lord push?
Well, especially now with Clay still on 30 seconds, they might just get the Lord play before Clay even respawns. So we'll have to see if that comes in. And without inhibitors, as you mentioned, they can just try and rush through them and go and end the base right under their noses. Because that, the members from Onic are not exactly that squishy. So that is an option that they have. And here CW is ready in the front lines trying to make something happen, Goni.
Yes, indeed, our 7 opening final blow just to basically clear way. But right now we can see here Vin being the target. Will he survive? As we can see our 7 popping off that immortal. He will go down surely. As who is next? Vin is very, very low. Vin, will he survive? As look at the base. Look at the base as Onic will claim game number 2 and RRQ will have to face a game number 3 here, Eterna.
Yes, it will be game number 2 for the side of Onic Esports, as there was something going on with RRQ Hoshia. This is something uncharacteristic towards them at all, but yes, it will be pushed into a third